talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That on fucking Epic Fridays. It is now the weekend, and I hope you guys are ready. So to get on with it, we got our 3 comment clowns. I've been waiting for them. I don't know where they've been at, but they popped up.
Yay to the comment clowns.
We got the comment clowns. I have updates for the Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional Facility that was murdered December 9th in 2024. Smoke of the F for, what would you call it? For him, basically, New York City Diesel. We smoke to him because justice needs to be served. So, what do you got for your topics, good sir?
Well, we just got some crazy, mysterious deaths.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, the only reason I say that they're mysterious deaths is because Michelle Trachtenberg, R.I.P. You best know her from like Euro Trip, Gossip Girl,
and if you're our age,
Vampire Slayer.
You remember the spy movie that she was in?
Yep.
That was
Ice Princess.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. Like, she was 39 years old, and her mother found her, and so we had to find out, maybe, possibly, she had a transplant, and her body didn't react well to the transplant.
Which is
but
possible,
they're still,
very possible.
This is very possible. They're still looking into it.
As
and
they
then
should, though.
The death of Gene Hackman and his wife.
And his dog.
And they are still investigating what happened to the actor that I personally, as Mr. Superhero Swag,
know him as
Lex Luthor, the original Lex Luthor, the OG.
They refused to be bald.
So,
the first refusal in comic book history.
I mean, crazy. At least, you know.
But, okay. So, it is weird. But on to the non-important but comical people that we do search for and love to see every once in a while.
Oh,
in our comments. The comment clowns. So, first off, we have at Ganderbin. Ganderbin.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like, can you bend over? So, I don't know, can you bend over?
Yeah.
It says, I've never seen that many action figures in a trap/meth house before.
Oh, yeah.
You're awesome. So I don't know where in here it would look like a trap house or a meth house. And again, if you are referring to me, thank you for commenting on my weight. I do appreciate it. Your significant other, if you even have one, probably wishes they could be my size. So, at the end of the day...
Yeah, he's saying trap because that's the terminology for
a black man.
Some black man that's in the ghetto that's selling dope or whatever. No, bro. Way past that.
Way past that, sweetheart. Way past that.
You're projecting.
You must be projecting. You're projecting your little penis. So, now, on to the next one. We have at Hayden Dennard 2693. You sound like a freak, but okay. He states, or they state, I read it on the Google, so it must be true. If Google is where you go to confirm everything in your life, you are screwed, LOL. I can buy a website domain and call it some name. I'll just make one up, True News, and then I can make the site say whatever I want and just pay bots to visit the site, pay Google, and that will drive it to the top of this search you make about who supplies the drugs to the cartels, for example, and make it say that Russia funds the cartels, and people would believe it because it's on the Goog. Nothing online can be trusted anymore. The facts are we don't have a clue who's really pulling the strings. Unfortunate, I know, right?
Yeah,
but anyways, the point is, my guy.
Boring as hell.
My guy. It's called a platform. Okay, platforms allow you to search other websites. Okay, if you're that intelligent, you would know that. So again, like I also stated in the comment directed towards you, if there's more than one site, example, Washington Post, New York Times, in my case, Lansing State Journal,
Detroit News,
Detroit Free Press, the other USA Today one that runs for like a week or so. That they're all saying the same thing, bro. There's some truth to it.
Everybody can't be wrong.
Everybody can't be wrong. But I don't use the Goog for my life, bro. Okay? It's
but you
not
know what?
the Goog.
Can I say this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me say this. It was a social experiment because we do a lot of videos and we do a lot of don't do that's. We do 3 of them a week. So when we have a video that actually hits the algorithm just right and we get traction on that video, be it the thumbnail or the title or something that we say or the engagement from clowns that want to hop on as opposed to scroll and keep going if they don't like it, then I mean,
so be it.
So
okay.
be it. But
alright, enough of the non-intelligence of somebody who obviously doesn't know how to use a platform or is uneducated, because if I'm not mistaken, library books used to be platforms too, so that must be lies too. But anyways, now Real Estate Ron 456.
What did this one
awesome.
say?
Turn that shitty music off while you're talking.
Oh yeah, him. You know, I forgot about it. We got 3 of these fools.
Yeah.
So turn the shitty music down. Okay, so let me say this, and please hear me when I say it. The music that we play is my music. I'm an independent artist, and I'm going to, of course, cross promote on the platform that we have built, because that's what it was built for. So I understand people that don't have talent and they're jealous of people that do have talent, but I do own the rights to this music, dumbass, because it's me. And the channel's me. And the weed is me. And the action figures is me. And the house is me. This is all me. Get something that's you, and then tell the person in the mirror what to do, because you don't run shit with your mouth.
Alright, enough with the clowns.
Yes, enough with the clowns.
Welcome. Alright, guys, so the important person that we need to be talking about is Robert Brooks.
Yes.
Alright, he had been murdered brutally, choked on his own blood, hyoid bone broke, thyroid mesh destroyed, choked on his own blood. Now, December 9th, 2024 was when he was murdered at Marcy Correctional Facility. 1 more has been charged, and nurses looked at a different level. Now, Nicholas Kiefer, 33, you wasted your life to be a follower. 33. 2nd degree murder, 1st degree manslaughter, 2nd degree gang assault, and offering false instrument, basically lying piece of poo. That's what you were. You were a lying piece of poo to cover up. And of course the vagina is pleading not guilty. Now remember these lowlifes' names. Okay, these are the ones that are being charged so far. Nicholas Anzalone, David Kingsley, Anthony Farina, Christopher Walrath, Matthew Gallagher, Nicholas Kiefer. Life in prison is possibly what they're going to get, and hopefully they better get it, because if we recall, Rodney King lived, and look what happened. This man died. Check yourself. Now apparently you're on a schedule to turn yourself in, for murder, scheduling conflicts and whatnot. Now, from Jarrett Woodfork, the attorney, the ADA, it was some confusion when he was supposed to turn himself in. And plans he had previously to this. So Robert Brooks' justice is being put on hold because of his plans?
So he can keep his appointments.
Oh, okay. Onondaga County ADA, Jarrett Woodford, you're awesome. Now they have a pretrial conference March 31st. Okay. Now, the sad part also, I feel, is the 3 nurses that get no charges. All right. They are, 2 of them are still to face a civil suit. Apparently, you being an accomplice it's just not. You're an accomplice to murder. Last I knew, that's prison time, not a civil suit. All right, you knew what was going on. To you nurses, Kyle Dashno, Patricia Matos, and Abedin Mekanadovi, you don't even deserve to have your name pronounced. Mekanadovic or something, whatever. You don't even deserve to have your whatever. Now, Elizabeth Mazur, the partner at Hughes, Sokol, Piers, Resnick, and Dim. Not privy to why Mr. William Fitzpatrick is on it, but she has her own reasons on why they're being done like this. There's a higher standard of proof to establish criminal liability against someone. There's more to prove in a there's more to prove in a civil case. 1, no, they were still present in that video, right? Right? They were watching this man be brutally murdered, whatever lied, or maybe these are the people that are going to get off easy.
They were present
because they snitched.
They were present.
No, you should have stopped it. You could have said something right after it happened.
They were there.
Now, Patricia Matos was not a nurse that was not present in the video, but I'm sure screams could be heard from the other side of the door. I'm pretty sure you knew what was going on. You 3 deserve to be in prison. Maybe not life in prison, because you may not have pulled the trigger, but you allowed the trigger to be pulled. Man. You were witnesses to a murder, bro.
In some part, accessories.
You also, I'm quite sure, still fumbled on some sort of paperwork before this all exploded. So to me personally, you still are a lying piece of poo. You guys are big vaginas. Like, seriously. Like, huge. Like, all capitals. Were you beaten? Was that how you were hurt? Did someone hurt you by beating you? So you have to watch other people be beaten to death, choke on their own blood, have internal and external injuries. All right? You didn't see this man literally putting a whole karate kick, basically, hold on this man's neck while his hands were cuffed behind his back like this.
I just recently watched the footage.
And
it was disgusting.
It's disturbing.
It was disgusting.
Disturbing. Nasty.
Like, really?
And you prosecutors that allow this? Like, really?
No one out of that crew of people that was doing that took any pause?
Of course not. They just stood there like nothing, like whatever. This is a natural, like a normal thing. No, the nurses did nothing. The nurses sat there and watched it. Like it's a normal thing in these prisons for this shit to happen. Now, the moment people start standing up, because if these people get off because they're pleading not guilty, y'all let me be.
Let them say they felt their life was threatened somehow, and this man was handcuffed
behind his back.
Bro.
Leave me out of it, because I told y'all so. That man was murdered. Period. Murdered. If you can't see that this man was murdered and talk about, oh, you don't know what these officers go through. No, he was beaten 3 times before he even died. He got beaten for reason why he was even transported at night like he was some high-profile case is beyond me. Beaten when he got off of the bus. Beaten before he got into the infirmary. And then finally murdered.
Why?
In the infirmary.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
So, I swear to God, if there's no justice for this man,
I don't get it.
I want to video record.
What was the motivation?
The beatings.
What was the motivation?
Especially for those who feel like they should get off.
Not at all.
I feel no sympathy for none of y'all. The name of Triple X, suck it. With the big X.
You need to go back to the guillotine. Public beheadings.
Public beheadings. As a matter of fact, I would rather see them take, because they are guards. To me personally, you're held at a standard of Marine Corps stuff like that. Firing squad. Right there by the family. While your family watches you get murdered, while everybody had to watch that man be murdered on tape.
Man, you talk about justice. Oh, man, that's a release for the family members.
Like,
it's a release.
Finger looking good.
Finger looking good.
All right, go ahead, because that's all I got.
That's it.
You have no other news besides what's going on with the conspiracy of Gene Hackman or anything?
That was the thing. I mentioned that. It's
Very,
very strange that.
Yeah, because you have your wife and your dog.
Your
They're
wife,
dead. Now,
your
mind
dog,
you, okay.
You, all dead.
If there's no, because carbon monoxide poisoning shouldn't take that long. Okay, they just simply test your blood. That's how when you were traced.
Yeah, they said that
they had to test your blood.
It had been a minute since anyone had seen them, so they could have possibly been. But it's just so fishy, man.
There's no way.
Just stay tuned for updates.
Yeah,
on
because
that
there's no way, guys.
So
it can take a while. Remember, it can and will take a while for autopsies. It's not like the movies.
12 days.
It's not like the movies and the TV shows where they come up with information like a snap. So. And Michelle, she did have a liver transplant. She did
have a liver transplant.
She did look. She was looking unhealthy. In whenever she started a year ago.
My thing is this: for these two particular murders, like I said in the beginning,
murders. Allegedly. Yeah. You have to say allegedly.
All right, for these two alleged, the deaths are mysterious to me. They're mysterious.
They are mysterious.
Yeah, 39-year-old that just, her mother found her.
Yeah.
Then people found Gene Hackman and his wife.
They have
all three of them are dead at the same time, but there is nothing violent that looks like it was done, and they have to investigate.
They do have to investigate.
Now I understand the man was 95 years old, but still. Yeah, he lived a long life.
He was retired for 15 years, I believe.
But I'm saying.
I mean, no, I get it because I get it. I get it. Again, you should never leave out
suspicious.
We should never leave out suspicious stuff, like the possibility of being suspicious, because we know the Hollywood area is corrupt. We know this. Everybody knows this. But again, yes, she was 39. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, bro. Really, I remember her as the key. She was the key that old girl was looking for. But she did have, even before that, she had the jaundiced skin, the eyes, the messed up hair and whatnot. Now, mind you, people had already said that they felt like she was sick, had even stated it. She said she was fine and thriving and said to shut up, haters.
I'm going to, just because I made such a big deal of this, I'm going to come back on Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to really do my homework on.
Yes, that's good.
Could this possibly be just some natural causes?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like you have to keep in mind.
It sounds
It does sound suspicious, but again, we have to do our research.
39-year-old just out of nowhere, her mom just finds her.
I'm going on 42. Come on now.
Was there drug use? Was there? They don't say, there was some drugs involved or nothing. She just. She did have a transplant, and maybe she had a bad reaction.
Well, we are going to look into that. So
yeah,
before this becomes a heated debate.
No,
not a debate. Excuse me, a heated thought, or not a heated, but a.
I just want everybody to be like I am.
Well, you should always keep it in mind that there's a possible conspiracy theory when it comes to Hollywood. We've seen it all, have we not?
Brittany Murphy.
And her boyfriend. I know.
Aaliyah.
Again, remember how funny it's always pneumonia. Except Aaliyah was a crash. Oh.
Michael Jackson.
Left eye. Do some research on that.
Just saying.
Okay,
man.
no, I got it. Okay, so, anyways, Monday. We will be back with that. So, again, we will see you again on Monday. You guys have a great weekend. And we will continue with our trap house.
Oh, yeah, we in the trap.
So, Excuse me.
We got people in, you know, with blindfolds and their titties out, you know, making crack in the backyard.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Blind.
Nino Brown.
Blind. So, all right, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified for new content by us with every platform that we have. Oh, platform. So, we'll see you next time. Pieces.